Lesson 3, Layering Sounds and Using Effects.
The first thing you need to do is import some sounds. So these might be sounds that you've made in a different music program or recorded, or they might be sound effects like this one was originally. Okay? So this was just a simple laser gun effect, and there it is there. So the first thing you might want to do is a bit of trimming. Yeah? So that's quite simple. This selection tool, you can just left click and hold and drag like you would in any program, and then press the delete key, and I might trim off the silence at the end. So that's an easy thing to do. The next thing you might want to do is make part of this sound fade in or out. That's a really handy thing to be able to do. That's in the effects menu. There's something called fade out, and you'll notice that the shape actually changes, and you can make it fade out even more. Okay? Another thing you might want to do is make it louder, generally speaking. So it'll automatically choose how much more loud it can get. Or you might want to make it a lot softer for some reason. You can just use this slider. You can see how much tinier it gets. I'm just going to do Control Z. Another thing you might want to do is change the speed or the pitch of the sound. So I'm going to select this, left click and drag, and press Control C, and just Control V and Control V a couple more times. Yeah? So this next one, I'm going to select it, and I'm going to make the pitch lower by just dragging it. You can do it accurately by actual semitones if you know what they are, or you can just simply drag the slider. And that will change the sound, and I can make this one higher. Effect pitch, drag it higher. That also changes the length, as you can see. So this will sound quite interesting. There are other effects in there, such as reverb. That's a nice one. It makes the sound a little bit echoey. I'd suggest you just take the default. Other things in the effects menu are changing the tempo, which is quite good. And then there's sort of weird stuff down here, particularly something like these. This is wah-wah thing and tremolo. So once you've done that, the next thing is to sort of layer up your sounds. So in order to do that, I need some new tracks to play around with. So I'm going to go to Tracks, Add New Stereo Track. And see they're spreading out, I can't see them. I'll just check the View Fit Vertically menu. Okay, so once I've got that, then I can copy, Control C, and paste, and paste, and paste. Copy, oops, Control Z, copy, paste, paste, paste. So I can muck around pasting things, and then I can do this time shift tool, and I can drag them closer together or further apart.
So here I've gone back to the selection tool, and I'm trimming little bits off the sounds to make some of them a little bit shorter. In this particular demo, I was using the sound effect of a laser gun and varying its pitch, its length, its pan, and arranging them on the screen so that it sounded a bit like a laser gun battle coming from all directions. But you could do this with a more musical concept such as piano notes or guitar strums, or the one I made in Sibelius of ticker tickers on the bass drum which sounded like thunder to create the sound of a storm. So be creative with your use of musical elements.